You haven't heard this anywhere else. Tommy Chong of Cheech and Chong fame announces to us that he has cancer. I spoke with Chong earlier this evening. We're going to talk about the legalization of marijuana issue, but then he told me this. The Tommy Chong is here. So, Tommy, good to see you. We brought you in to talk about this New York State, about lessening the laws for possession in public. But you have an announcement to make. What is it?
My announcement is that I was diagnosed with prostate cancer about a month ago. And I'm going to start treating it with cannabis oil or hemp oil or pot oil. And the reason I'm treating it with hemp oil is because I looked at a video just recently called Run from the Cure by Rick Simpson. And it documents a whole, how he cured his melanoma cancer with, by using hemp oil.
You believe that, you think that you got prostate cancer in prison after, you know, the paraphernalia and the company, the internet company selling the bongs. This was 2003. You think that you got it in prison? Why?
Yeah, that's my feeling, because I was totally healthy when I went in jail, and I hadn't smoked pot before I went in jail, and then while I was in jail, I was clean as a whistle because they drug tested me almost every day, and I started having problems with my prostate right there. I remember very well, because when you have problems, you have to get up in the middle of the night and you got to pee a lot. And then I also contacted gout while I was in prison from the food. And so I think it's a combination of the food and the fact that the prison itself in Taft, California, is built over a toxic waste dump. And they have a thing there called valley fever that other prisoners were getting, and they don't even know what it was. It's some sort of wasting disease. So I think I got it there, yeah.
We should tell, you haven't smoked pot in how long? People think you're a pothead, but you haven't smoked pot in...
No, well, I laid off for about a year, you know, when I started getting kind of weird health issues, you know, which actually turned out to be prostate cancer. And so I did everything. I'm a very holistic person. I went on the juices and everything, you know, no red meat and the whole bit. And so, but now that I found out that the hemp oil will help the prostate, hey, I'm back, man.
Do you think people are short-sighted because many people have an issue with it morally? And do you think people are being short-sighted about, especially the, you know, what marijuana can do to you as it compares to alcohol and other drugs, and also what it means economically? Should we, and meaning the country as a whole and our leaders, be looking at regulating marijuana as a way to help to boost this economy?
Actually, I'm against it. I think it's you leave it the way it is. I mean, we don't need more taxes. We don't need to be taxing something like they're doing with tobacco, you know. I mean, because, again, where does that money, where does the tax money go? It goes into a black hole called the government.
I think people are going to, people are going to think that, find it odd that you're saying you don't think it should be legalized. Let's get this straight. You don't think pot should be legalized?
No, I don't think it should be taxed.
You don't think
I think it should be totally, it should be totally legal. Yeah, but it shouldn't be taxed.
Why? How can you legalize it and regulate it and then not tax it? Most things that are regulated and legalized are taxed.
All you have to do is decriminalize it. Just take away the criminal penalties. We don't need a system of who we're going to buy it from. We got growers that we buy it from. We don't need a, we got people that deal that will come to your house. We don't need a government regulation to tell us this is good pot, that's bad pot. We don't need any of that. We've got everything in place. Just take away the penalties.
Tommy Chong, thank you so much. Thank you for being candid with us about prostate cancer and for telling our viewers in that exclusive here on CNN, and we wish you the very best, okay?
Thank you, and I want to come back and when I'm cured and let you know how it went, okay?
Yeah, have you back.
Thanks, man.